Hey everyone, welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. I have Brenna with me today. It's my daughter-in-law, Hunter's wife. You guys have heard us talk about it. Her and Hunt, and they're here for the next couple of weeks joining us because they're homeless.
In the nicest way possible.
In the nicest way possible. Well, they're not homeless because they're living with us, which is great. She looks absolutely fabulous, as she always does. I, on the other hand, look like I've been picking up trash on River Road, which is what I've been doing all day. So, as we've been doing stuff in that. So, we are, I'm just excited to have her here. She's not gotten to do a Whiskey Wednesday with us yet. So, I am, Kat says hi.
Hi, Kat.
So we're going to do 4 really fun cocktails. I've only tried one of them. No, I've tried 2 of them because one, Rebecca and I put together. She was the brains behind it, so she gets full credit for this one this weekend. But we are going to feature the blackberry whiskey and the blackberry elderflower, which is done with ginger ale. It's super good. We just tried it. I think we both really liked it. I'm going to put a little squeeze of lemon in it to add a little something. Thank you, Wendy. The second one we're going to do is one that we've done in the fall a couple of years in a row. It's really, really yummy. In fact, we had a bride use this as her signature cocktail for their wedding. So it's really fun. It's done with our orange whiskey. Of course, you guys know one of my favorites. It's got pomegranate juice in it and Sprite, and it's like a pomegranate spritzer. So the tartness of the pomegranate with the Sprite, I just think goes really well. I'm excited for you to try that one.
Yes.
The one that, the spicy peach mule is from Rebecca, and this was super good. Mamie, if you guys don't know her, it's my mom. Everybody knows her as Mamie. She's here a lot of times. I'm sure most of you that have watched this, if you've been here, you've met her. She's a little over the top, and we love her for that. But she made a peach puree for me with just a ton of fresh peaches she had. She blended it all up, made a nice, no sugar, it's just natural peaches. And so then it just does really, really well with the 1842 whiskey, the sweet heat maple syrup that we sell here, and the ginger beer. It's really, this one is going to be the one you really like.
Spicy cocktails.
And then we're going to finish with a sweet mint mosa. This is one, we made several of these at Christmas, if I can.
We did.
We made a lot of these. But we're going to do it Springfield style. It's going to be with the mint whiskey. I'm going to use the Tropicana strawberry peach, and I'm going to explain that you can interchange that. And then we're going to add Sprite to it. At home, we would be adding champagne.
Yes.
So that's how we would drink it at home. That's how we drank it at Christmas. But it'll give you guys a chance to see how, again, versatile this one is, and the mint, and how you can substitute juices, add seltzers or sparkling ciders, or the champagne to it. So, okay, we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, can you just get me a little bit of ice?
Yep.
Right there, and then we'll start with this blackberry elderflower that we've already tried, but it is yummy. Never really thought about doing the blackberry with this. I was afraid it was going to be too sweet. Wasn't sure how this was going to pair, but I winged it just because I wanted to make sure that it was going to be drinkable. And this one I think is really good. So we're going to take that tasting glass. It is the 8-ounce glass that we have. This is a stronger version of the cocktail by doing it in this ounce. It is a 1-ounce pour on this. So I'm going to take 1 ounce of our blackberry whiskey. This blackberry whiskey is definitely a tasting room favorite. This is one that has stayed on the top seller between this and the 1842. This is one that people can mix with anything. Again, that blackberry is good with whiskey sours, mules, Tom Collins, margaritas, just Sprite, ginger ale, seltzers,
lime, lemon, all of it.
Yeah, all of that. Lemonade, super good. Anything tart with that blackberry just kind of seems to go really, really well. And then this is, you guys, I try not to use a lot of ingredients from Amazon, but this is one that is my go-to just because I don't find it anywhere else. And this is with the elderflower syrup. I think Busy Bean has a coffee one of these from Tirani. But you get a 2-pack of this for like $21 on Amazon, and this stuff lasts forever. You can keep it in the fridge. It lasts weeks. A little goes a long way. It's also great with just regular drinks like your lemonades and all that stuff. So it doesn't have to be a whiskey one, but of course we recommend it being whiskey. And with that, I'm going to use just a 1/2 ounce pour. You can use a teaspoon. This is one that you just want to adjust based on the flavor profile. So you can cut this back and just have a hint of the elderflower. We used this with the watermelon drink one time. I did the watermelon with the elderflower and it was over the top yummy. But this is just the blackberry. It's got a half ounce, probably, what do you think a half ounce is? Half a teaspoon, maybe? Half a teaspoon in there. And then we're just gonna add some ginger ale to this. So this one's gonna be super, super good, I think. And we're just topping that, a little bit of overflow. And then I'm gonna do a squeeze of lemon because it is kind of sweet with the blackberry and the elderflower. So I'm gonna just bring out just a little bit of that citrus in it because I think that the lemon pairs really well with that. And we're gonna just do a squeeze of the lemon in that. So again, this one is 1 ounce of blackberry, half ounce of elderflower, top it with ginger ale, which is about 6 ounces, and then a squeeze of the lemon. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Cheers this one. Did it before me.
Cheers, sorry about that. Oh, you need to try this with the lemon in it.
With the lemon?
Yeah, that is the lemon. I think you're gonna notice the difference in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It needs the tart.
Yeah, I think that tart with the sweetness in that.
Great.
On the tasting menu this weekend for sure. So that one again is the blackberry elderflower, blackberry whiskey, elderflower simple syrup, ginger ale, and just that little squeeze of lemon in it. Okay, next one. Get a little bit more ice.
Maybe big cubes.
Real quick, if you guys didn't see, we've got some help because I need it. And Rachel is actually monitoring this. We are doing a contest. If you didn't see it, look at the preview on this, and I will make sure that we post this. If you like and share this, and if you tag 2 friends in this, you'll go into a contest for some really cool prizes that we're going to be doing. We're going to start doing this every Whiskey Wednesday. I'm a complete failure at trying to keep up with this, so Rachel has so kindly decided she will take over that. So I can guarantee you when I say there's going to be a prize, there's actually going to be a prize. So I won't totally screw this up. And you know, I'm one that if I screw it up, you just can come in and tell me, oh, you owed me a prize. And I'll say, okay, I owe you a prize. So watch this because this is going to be a fun way as we like this and post this and share this. And Rachel might be making some comments on this. So just so you know, if you see her commenting on this, just Rachel will be doing this for me. And then that'll be a fun. Sorry, we had a little bit of a interruption on there. So anyway, this next one is going to be the pomegranate spritzer. This one is super, super easy. So this is, I know, sorry. This is the orange whiskey. Sorry, there's somebody keeps buzzing through. I probably should have done on airplane mode, and I apologize I haven't done that, but I'll just keep declining, so bear with me. This is the orange whiskey. You guys know, my favorite. I mix this with everything. But this is going to be really good because, especially for those that like less sweet drinks. The orange is just a great light whiskey bourbon kind of thing with just a little twist of the orange rind taste in it. Natural orange, not that artificial orange flavoring like aspirin or things like that. This is like as if you had just, and you can smell it and everything, just that little twist of that. Yep. So I'm going to put 1 ounce of the orange whiskey in our tasting glass. If I was doing it in the tall glass, I'd be doing a full shot. It would be 1.5 ounces. So if you guys come and get a cocktail to go, it's going to be in the big glass and it'll have the full shot of the 1.5 ounces in it. And then I'm just going to take this palm juice. There is a cranberry pomegranate, which would also be really good. Ocean Spray makes a mix of that if you want that tartness or that kind of fall, Christmassy cranberry thing to it. I think it would just make it a tiny bit more tart. But this pomegranate juice, and on these, this is my rule of thumb. I add the whiskey, which takes it to about halfway up. If it's a juice, I go to the top of the Springfield marking, and it might be a little bit easier if I do it without the ice in it. So if you see the top of that Springfield right there, so it's about halfway up the jar, I do that with juice. If it's a mixer, if it's a Collins margarita mix, sour mix, anything like that, I do less. I do equal parts of the whiskey in that. So I would go towards that Halifax, Virginia, which again is just right here at that Halifax. So it would be less than half. Can you see the difference? That's Halifax, and then the Springfield is for juices. That's just how I do the juices. That's kind of my vague measurement, and people say it doesn't taste the same. I promise you, follow those guidelines. It's going to taste the exact same. I don't do anything different here than doing that. So then I'm going to fill that to the halfway mark with that pomegranate juice. This pomegranate juice is going to have a nice tartness to it. And then we're going to add Sprite to this one because I want to balance the tartness of the orange and the pomegranate with the Sprite. You can do any carbonation with this. You can do seltzers. Yeah. You can do any of the flavored seltzers. You can do those apple cider spritzers are super good with this. That has a lot of carbs. So if you guys don't know, that does have a lot of carbs if you are watching your carbs with that. But so I would do it with a seltzer. But with this orange whiskey, it's super good. And I'm going to put a nice squeeze of orange just to kind of bring out that orange and make it super. That's some great fall colors, don't you think? Want to take a sip of that one?
Give that a little try. Fall drink.
Yeah, I just think it's a good balance between fall
and fall.
Yeah, Virginia fall. Virginia fall.
Not necessarily fall weather. It looks like fall. Well, it's really good. It's not too sweet at all.
No, and it's not too tart with the pomegranate either. It's just, I think, a really good balance. Yep. This is one I knew was going to be good because we've done this several times before. If you don't want, if you want it just a little bit less sweet, do ginger ale with it. The ginger ale will be a nice little balance of fall also with that. Yep. So definitely, I just think this one's super good.
Yeah, it's really
good color.
drinkable.
So look, we got a nice little fall purpley kind of thing, and we're going to bring in some little pomegranate burgundy. Okay, so 1-1, 2 wins, right? Okay, so this is the spicy peach. Brenna's going to make me just a little bit more ice so I don't have to cross in front of her. And this one was really good. This is going to be definitely our stronger cocktail this week. I like you guys are posting your friends. Somebody's going to be a winner. So with this one, again, we're just doing the ice. I'm going to do the 1842 because I want this to be nice and bold. It's going to balance with that spicy maple syrup. And then we've got this nice boldness of this 1842. So this is going to be a perfect segue on the 1842 whiskey to mention that we are 1 month away from our straight bourbon release from today, November 14th. Our anniversary is the 11th, but the 14th is on that Saturday. We'll be launching our first straight bourbon. And this is one that has been in the works for 2 years. We are just over the moon with how well it's doing. It's going to be, and you guys will see, we're going to start posting about this and letting you guys know what's the price and, what's to come, how we're going to play with it. But if you know a bourbon sipper, I am dying for you guys to try this. So just a segue into that with this whiskey, because this whiskey is really, really good. Everybody seems to really like this 1842. I would do it any way that you use a bourbon or a whiskey. Whiskey sours, Tom Collins, we like it as a whiskey margarita. It makes a great mule. It's great to sip, neat, on the rocks. Any of those things. So, and if you guys know the difference between neat and what neat is or how that's served, you guys can do a little post here and maybe we'll throw in a little extra prize or something. But this is the 1842 just added to this for the for this mule. This is the peach puree Mamie made. She just took a ton of fresh peaches and put it through the blender, and I think it's come out really good. And so I'm going to put just a couple of teaspoons. It kind of looks a little bit like baby food. So Hunter's probably not going to dig this one at all. But it's just a puree, so I'm going to just add equal parts of puree and whiskey to that. And then I'm going to add, this is one of the maple syrups that we sell. This is the company we use for our maple whiskey. It's a company called Butternut Mountain Farm. They're up in Vermont. It is real maple syrup. It's probably my second favorite whiskey right now is the maple whiskey. I like putting that in everything, but primarily nice and cold on the rocks. But this is their sweet heat version. I thought how ironic because we had a sweet heat whiskey and now we're using a sweet heat maple syrup, which it's habanero infused, but it's just enough. It's not super hot, but Brenna likes hot anyway, so she doesn't mind anyway. So I'm going to put, again, I'm going to do the same measurement, just a half ounce of that. It's going to have a nice little kick spice to that. We do sell this in the tasting room. I think this is $7.99 in here. A little goes a very long way. So I do recommend getting this, and you can add it to your whiskey sours, your mules, margaritas, make a spicy margarita with it. It's all super good. And then this one, because I want to have that boldness with it, we're going to go ahead and use our favorite ginger beer, which is Gosling's ginger beer. A lot of people think that it's beer. It's not beer. It's kind of like root beer. It's just ginger beer. So no alcohol to it, but it adds a nice kick to that. So add it to your barbecue sauce. Absolutely. That maple sweet heat would be fantastic with that. And then we're just going to top this off with the ginger beer. And this is going to be your peach spicy with the boldness. And I think I'm going to put an orange in it.
Yeah.
No, do you think orange? Yeah.
Orange or lime?
Or lime. Let's try lime. Let's see what you think. I'm going to give it just
Peach
a little
and
bit of
lime is-
squeeze. So the peach and lime, I think that is going to be good. And B, I'm going to let you do a taste of that one first. So that's 1 ounce of the 1842, some peach puree,
It's good. It's great.
a little bit of that sweet heat maple, and then you've got that ginger beer bite to it.
Yep.
Robin, that's my birthday weekend. Okay, well then you've got reason to come and have somebody get you a bottle of the straight bourbon.
The ginger beer is perfect.
Oh my
It's
God.
a great balance. It is
And that
bold.
heat behind it,
Yep.
super
Because it's
yummy.
not spicy on your tongue at all.
No,
It's the
and-
back.
And if you
back
didn't
heat.
want to do the strength of the 1842, if you don't want to necessarily, which I don't think it's, I think that whiskey's a perfect blend.
I think so too.
Yeah, this is good.
This is a good one.
Well done, Rebecca. Well done. And you could substitute that out and just do the peach whiskey with that and not do the puree. You could do the peach whiskey, a little bit of that maple habanero, the sweet heat maple syrup, and then just add your ginger beer or the bold ginger ale, or even just ginger ale, I think would be good with this.
Yes.
But that bite of the mule,
It's good.
that nails
If
it.
you like a Moscow Mule, that's a great alternative.
You like that one?
Yum. I like
Do you have
that
a
one
favorite so far?
I don't know. I think it's between this one and the pomegranate so
Okay.
far. Yeah.
Is the blackberry a little bit sweet?
No, I don't. I like this one. This almost I feel like is like the perfect summer drink. Whenever
Yeah.
I think of the blackberry
Yeah. It's
whiskey, I
summertime.
always have that
I know.
at the beach or
Yep.
vacation.
It's good.
It's very good.
Okay, we got another one. How are we doing on time? We got plenty of time. We can even throw in another one maybe. Okay, so this one is going to be our mimosa. So Brenna's getting me a little bit of ice. What I love about this cocktail is how versatile it is. You can substitute pretty much any of the whiskeys. You can substitute any of the juices. I think the Doles have a really good, the Doles, the Tropicanas, and even the Simply juices, that Simply Tropical juice is super good with this. You can just kind of interchange it. I mean, whatever's available. You can just do pineapple juice for this. But the mint actually kind of makes this like, it reminds me of just being like an over-the-top thing.
Dessert.
Yeah, dessert. This is, I mean, I would start breakfast and I would finish the evening and for dessert with this. This is really good. If you guys have not tried the mint whiskey and you think, well, I'm not really big on mint, you should come and try a cocktail with this, because I can tell you that this is not an overly minty taste. Now, if you sip it, there is that kind of mint back notes to it in that. And if you add it to sweet tea or hot tea in that, you're going to get more of that mint taste. But if you add this to a cocktail, it just makes it super refreshing. Like, we've done this with a lemonade and ginger ale, lemonade and Sprite. We've done it with the mint with that sweet pea that we've done before, where I did the orange juice in that. It's super good. But we did this over the holidays, and I just think it was so good.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. So I've added 1 ounce of the mint whiskey to this. That's 1 ounce. And then I'm going to do the halfway point. And I just like this strawberry peach. It's real refreshing in that, but you can substitute this for the orange pineapple guava. You can substitute this for orange pineapple banana. I mean, there's all different ways that you can pick just a different mixed, we do the refrigerated juices with this. And I'm going to fill that halfway with this strawberry peach. And then I'm going to top this with Sprite, only because I can't use champagne in the tasting room. But you could use, if you want this a little bit less sweet, because this one is going to be dessert. This is going to be sweet. You can substitute this with those apple cider, sparkling ciders.
Oh, yes.
And those would be really, those would have the kind of champagne non-alcohol flavor to it. You know what I mean? So
No, I think
you
that's
would
okay.
get that just like as if you were going to do, and then try it that way. But we would recommend adding champagne.
There's nothing like a champagne bubble.
No, it's just, I mean, Annette, we had several of these, I will say. We did a little damage on that, but it was all in good fun. And this one, I think I'm just going to add a lemon to it because I think I think this is going to be pretty sweet. So I think that the lemon is going to be what that strawberry peach needs. So I know we have 2 peach cocktails on the menu, but I actually think this is going to be a little bit more peachy than the other one. The other one just added a little bit of sweetness to the whiskey and that. What do you think about that one?
So good. It is sweet.
We do need to maybe get some
but
champagne and try this at home.
Yeah, but it's definitely not, I mean, it's juice sweet. So it's not like, it's a good sweet.
That was good.
It's great for breakfast.
This is good. We might have to take these home and try these with our breakfast tomorrow morning.
Just one.
Well, but Brenna's working, so she'll just have one.
Do have an 8:30 meeting.
She does have an 8:30 meeting, so maybe after the 8:30 meeting. But I think this one you can interchange, play with your juices on this, and let us know what you think works for that. But it doesn't have the mint taste. It just makes it.
Yeah, it adds like a little. I don't know.
It just
this.
Yeah, it just kind of makes it vibrant. Is the best way I can explain this.
That's a good way of putting that.
Okay, 1 ounce of mint whiskey. Probably about halfway up, maybe 3 ounces, double the whiskey of juice, and then just topping with whatever carbonation you want. Sprite, you could do this with ginger ale easy enough if you wanted a little less Sprite. Mm-hmm. You could do it with the seltzers that we talked about, the sparkling ciders, which would make no sweetness to it, and they have some really good flavored ones at Walmart and that for that. All different varieties, and definitely bringing in the fall. They've got fall and Christmas ones that they do. And then I like the lemon on top of it. I just think that adding that little bit of citrus and the tartness in that just balances it when it's sweet. If it's too sweet, put a squeeze of lemon in there or a couple drops of lemon juice in it, and it gives it a whole new dimension for that. So I like that one a lot. So I think we have time for one more.
Yeah, let's do one more.
Do you have any suggestions? Any of the whiskeys that you want to try that we can kind of wing it and see what we have to do?
I have not had the cantaloupe yet.
Okay, and I absolutely.
Because I haven't been here.
Okay, so I'm gonna make the fruit salad one. I think we've done this before, but I want her to try it with that because it's gonna be very different than this. And I actually have the watermelon juice, so if this is one that we like, we can actually add this to the thing. I'm going to get just a little bit of ice for that. Since Brenna has not tasted the cantaloupe,
I know,
I'm going
to
make her try the cantaloupe and give that a shot of the whiskey try. I need to try that one, which you do. Genevieve, I got to tell you, adding a little bit of sparkly to that is super, super good. So I would highly recommend that. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, this does not have a... I'm going to let you do it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to let you try. I'm not going to give you any... Yep,
blind.
I'm going to let you do blind. That's exactly right.
Ooh, wow.
Got a good whiskey flavor
to
it, doesn't it?
It really does have a... I'm surprised by that.
Okay.
You think cantaloupe.
Yeah, people... And I've got to tell you, I think we're down to the sorry, I'm going to get rid of my little low battery. This has been really good to mix with lemonade and that stuff, but this one was one of the ones, and I think I did this on Whiskey Wednesday, so if you guys have seen this, I'm just hitting repeat, sorry, but this reminds me of my Aunt Pam's fruit salad. It's one of my absolute, Kat loves this. This is, people that didn't even like the cantaloupe, I did this it is a fruit salad in your mouth. It 100% is. It reminds me of my Aunt Pam's fruit salad that she makes. It is one of my favorite things that she does outside of many, many different recipes that she makes. The fruit salad is one I've always been able to dig into. I'm going to use the Simply Watermelon just because I have it, but Tropicana makes a watermelon juice and Dole does. I think they do. I think Dole does. But I'm going to just do this halfway. We're going to do halfway about the watermelon juice. And if she likes this, guess what? I've got this, and it's going to be just a little kind of throwback to the summer. And I did this with Sprite. Now you could do this with just watermelon juice. You don't have to add carbonation to this, but I do think it gets a little bit sweet. So
I like bubbly too.
And you like the bubbly. I'm going to put a lime in this one just because I think with the watermelon it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready for you to try this.
Kat said I'm going to like this.
Kat says you're going to love it. You were holding out on me with this one. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, man.
Doesn't it taste like you're eating fruit salad?
It does, like a fruit cup.
Yeah, it's just like a fruit cup.
Yum.
Isn't that
I
good?
like this one.
Okay.
Beach drink. What? I'm mean, any drink is a good drink.
So see, I impressed my daughter-in-law today. I made good cocktails.
You did.
Okay,
Always.
so I'm going to just do a recap because we are probably wasting y'all's time at this point in time, but I'm going to try and remind you. This first one we're going to do is our blackberry flower power. I'm not kind of sure what we're going to call this, but we'll come up with something and I will post this tomorrow for you guys. This is done with the blackberry whiskey. It's got elderflower simple syrup in it and just ginger ale. Super good. A little squeeze of lemon in it. The lemon balances the sweetness of the elderflower simple syrup and the blackberry. I think this is a really good one, especially if you don't want to taste the heavy taste of the whiskey. I think this one is just a cocktail. Anybody that can come in and can enjoy that one. I think this one really, really good as a starter cocktail. It's going to be your gateway. The blackberry is definitely the gateway for a lot of people. The next one is this pomegranate spritzer. This one was done with the orange whiskey, my favorite of the whiskeys. You could substitute this for the mint. You could, if you want to have a little bit more whiskey flavor to this, I would do the honey whiskey because that's going to give you a little bit more boldness to it.
Yep.
And I think that the pomegranate and the honey would pair really, really well. So if you wanted a little more boldness, this is another one. You don't taste the whiskey. It will catch up to you. I'm going to warn you. And this has the pomegranate juice and ginger ale. This is a great fall cocktail, I think.
Yeah,
I think that this
100%.
does really, really well.
Yep.
The next one, which I think is probably is the mule. And this is going to be done with the 1842 whiskey. It's got some peach puree in it. And then we topped it off with ginger beer. And Gosling's is our favorite. However, I would highly recommend a much cheaper version, which is the Canada Dry Bold.
Yep.
It's got a great bite to it also. You can get that in cans at Walmart, but they also have 2 liters if you're going to be at a party or something like that and you want to do something pretty easy. And that peach puree, you can actually just get the peach simple syrup at Food Lion if you don't want to make a puree with the peach or with peach preserves, which I typically do. That's what I would substitute with that. That peach would be super easy just to add and make an easy cocktail with that. And we put a lime in that just because a lime is typically what's in a Moscow, in a mule. So we did that. And then the next one we did was our mint mosa. This is done with the mint whiskey. I did it with strawberry peach juice, Tropicana juice, but you can use any of the juice blends with that. And we topped that with Sprite. And I think that I would do that. We're going to do that with champagne, 1,000% while they're here.
Great Saturday morning drink.
Great Saturday morning.
Brunch.
And we'll see how much more we need as we spend the next 15 days together. And then the last one was that fruit salad. I just think it is that cantaloupe. I'm really glad you asked about that. The other thing you could do is substitute that cantaloupe for the peach whiskey. That peach whiskey with the watermelon would also be super good with that. Again, another fruit salad version. You could do that with the honey whiskey. You could do that with the mint whiskey. But the cantaloupe really adds that fruit dimension to it. So I think it does. I think it does taste like a fruit cup with that. And we'll have all of those on. The other one I think I'm going to do is an iced coffee. It's a favorite here. So I think we're going to have an iced coffee on there. And maybe a sour of some kind just to kind of balance some of the sweetness in that. We'll add some kind of a sour version in that for that. So anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm so glad that Brenna got to join me for this so she gets to see what I do.
Yes.
And I'll be posting these recipes and a little bit more about our anniversary that's happening in 31 days, I guess. And so we're super excited about that. So stay tuned, watch us, and we hope you'll share this and enter that contest. And yes, Dee, we're going to do an iced coffee, and I promise you that recipe will be up there. If you go back to our other videos, you're going to see that, but that iced coffee, I will be sure that we put that on there. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you just try turning your camera on its side, and I think we'll see a full screen view. Okay, just for fun. Okay, Jim, we're going to do this. Am I turning it?
I don't know. I'm scared it's going to fall off.
I know. I think I might. Okay, Jim, we're going to try this another time. I don't know if it's not turning. We're not doing this, and we're just going to die. So anyway, thanks you guys for joining us. Take care, and please share. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.